Good afternoon, students. Welcome to our next lecture of English. All of you open this workbook. Today we will continue with module number 5. All of you open module number 5 in your workbook. I'm waiting for 2 minutes for all of you to open module number 5. Children, in the first part of module number 5, we have learned about different animal sounds. In the first part of module number 5, we have learned about different animal sounds. Yesterday, in the second part of module number 5, we have learned about describing words. We have learned about describing words. What is the meaning of describing words, children? The word that tells us something more about a noun or a naming word is called as a describing word. What is the meaning of a describing word? The word that tells us something more about a noun or a naming word is called as describing word. Describing words usually come before naming words. Describing words usually come before naming words, children, but in some cases we can also see that describing words are after the naming words. But usually we can see describing words come before naming words. Describing words can be of many kinds, but for you, we are teaching what kind and how many. For example, if a sentence is given to you, you have to ask what kind it is and what number it is. Okay, I will explain you with some example. For example, Rahul is a fat boy. All of you pay attention. Rahul is a fat boy. In this sentence, children, Rahul is a naming word because it is a name of a boy, and the word boy is also a naming word. Rahul and boy are naming words. What is the word that is telling us something more about Rahul? It is the word fat. What kind of Rahul boy is? He is a fat boy. So the word that tells us something more about a noun or a naming word is called as a describing word. So in this sentence, the word fat is telling us what kind of boy Rahul is. The word fat tells us what kind of boy Rahul is. So what is the word fat? Fat is a describing word. The word fat is describing word. If we ask here, what kind of boy is Rahul? We get the answer, Rahul is a fat boy. So fat is a describing word. Next sentence, I have 6 pencils. In this sentence, children, pencil is a naming word because it is a name of an object. Pencil is a naming word. How many pencil here? We don't know what kind of pencil it is, but we can see here the number. There are 6 pencils. I have 6 pencils. So how many pencils are there? There are 6 pencils. So what is the describing word in this sentence? In this sentence, the word 6 is the describing word. Why? Because 6 word tells us something more about pencils. What does it tell us? It tells us how many pencils. So the sixth word is a describing word. Next sentence. Sonia is a good girl. Sonia is a good girl. In this sentence, children, Sonia is a name of a girl. So Sonia is a naming word and girl word is also a naming word. So there are two naming words in this sentence. Sonia and girl are two naming words. Which is the word that tells us more about naming word? It is the word good. The word good tells us what kind of girl Sonia is. The word good tells us what kind of girl Sonia is. So the answer we get, Sonia is a good girl. So the word good tells us something more about Sonia. So good word is a describing word. The word which tells us something more about a noun or a naming word is called as a describing word, children. And in this sentence, the word good is telling us what kind of girl Sonia is. So, good word is a describing word. Next sentence, Rohan has two balls. Rohan has two balls. Here, children, we don't know what kind of ball Rohan has, but we can see your number. How many balls Rohan has? Rohan has two balls. Children, in this sentence, we can see the naming words are Rohan because it is a name of a boy, and ball. Ball is also a naming word. Why? Because it is a name of an object. So ball and Rohan are two naming words in this sentence. And the word two tells us how many balls Rohan has. So the word two is telling us something more about the balls. So two word is the describing word. Two word is the describing word because it is telling us how many balls Rohan has. So two word is describing word. Okay, children. So have you understood now what is the meaning of describing words? Children, yesterday we have also learned one paragraph. In that paragraph, some describing words are mentioned in bold. Can you see there in page number 47, a small paragraph is given, and on the top of the paragraph, you can see one picture is there. In that picture, you can see some children are playing on a beach, isn't it? So below the picture, you can see a small explanation of the picture. I will read it once again. All of you pay attention. Those who have missed out yesterday, please pay attention now. We went to a beautiful beach on Sunday. It was a bright day and the big waves of the sea greeted us. My parents had carried 5 sandwiches and juicy apples for us. After playing in the water, we spent time counting the boats and ships on the water. There were 8 ships. The beach also had brown sand. We made a tall sand castle with the sand. It was a fun day. Children, in this paragraph, we can see some words are mentioned in bold color. And if you see on the phone, some words are colored in blue. What are these words, children? These words are describing words. Let's see us sentence by sentence. See your first sentence. We went to a beautiful beach on Sunday. Beach is a naming word because it is the name of a place. The word beautiful tells us what kind of beach it is. So beautiful word is a describing word. Next sentence. It was a bright day and the big waves of the sea greeted us. What kind of day it was? It was a bright day. So The word is mentioned in bold. And the big waves of the sea greeted us. What kind of waves are they? There are big waves. So the word big tells us what kind of waves there were. So big is also describing word. See, why is beautiful describing word? Because the word beautiful tells us what kind of beach it is. Next sentence, it was a bright day. The word bright tells us what kind of day it is. And big, the word big tells us what kind of waves there were. My parents had carried 5 sandwiches and juicy apples for us. My parents had carried 5 sandwiches and juicy apples for us. 5 word tells us how many sandwiches were there. So 5 is a describing word. And the word juicy tells us what kind of apples there were. So juicy is also a describing word. Next, there were 8 ships. How many ships were there? There were 8. So the word 8 tells us how many ships were there. Brown. The beach also had brown sand. The word brown tells us what kind of sand it was. So brown word is also describing word because it is telling us what naming word is telling something more about this sand. So brown word is a describing word. Next is we made tall sand castle. What kind of sand castle we made? We made tall sand castle. The word tall tells us what kind of castle it was. So word was a fun day. The word fun tells us what kind of day it was. So fun word is also describing word. Fun word is also describing word. You can see on page number 48, you can see there one table is there, and in that table you can see 2 columns are there. First column is for what kind of, and the second column is for how many. Now I have read one paragraph to you children. In that paragraph, the sentence which answer the question what kind of, that will come in what kind of column, and the sentence which answers the question how many, that will come in the how many column. So it it was a beautiful beach. So what kind of beach it was? It was a beautiful beach. So that will come in what kind. What kind of day it was? It was a bright day. So that will come in what kind. Big waves. What kind of waves there were? There were big waves. So the word big is also telling us what kind of waves there were. So that will come in what kind column. Juicy apples. The word juicy tells us what kind of apples there are. So juicy apples will also come in what kind of column. Then brown sand. Brown sand tells us what kind of sand it was. So brown sand is also there in the what kind column. Then tall sand castle. Tall sand castle is there in the what kind of column, because the word tall tells us what kind of sand castle it was. Then fun day. The word fun tells us what type of, what kind of day it was. So fun day is mentioned in the what kind column. Then 5 sandwiches and 8 ships are mentioned in the how many column? Because they tell us about the number. Children, then yesterday I had given you one homework. Here you had to draw a picture of yellow sun, 3 bananas, small mouse and sad boy. After drawing the picture, you have to color it with wax colors. Don't use sketch pen. You can use color pencils or wax colors. Then children, yesterday we had also done some exercise, page number 49. We have to underline the naming words and we have to draw a star on the describing word. The first sentence, the sweet apples are on the floor. The sweet apples are on the floor. In this sentence, children, apples in this sentence, children, apples and floor are two naming words. The word sweet tells us what kind of apples there are. So the word sweet is a describing word. So I will draw a star on the describing word sweet. Next is the fluffy kitten is sleeping. Here, kitten is a naming word. Okay. And what kind of kitten it is? It is a fluffy kitten. So fluffy word is a describing word. So I will draw a star on the word fluffy. Kitten is a naming word. So I have underlined the word kitten and I have drawn a star on the word fluffy because the word fluffy tells us what kind of kitten it is. Next sentence, she has long hair. She has long hair. Hair is a part of your head. So hair is a naming word. So I have underlined the word hair. And what kind of hair it is? She has long hair. So the word long tells us something more about hair. So long is a describing word. So I have drawn a star on the word long. Okay. Next sentence. There are 5 birds in the sky. In this sentence, the word birds and sky are two naming words. In this sentence, birds and sky are two naming words. How many birds are there? There are 5 birds. So the word 5 tells us the number in this sentence. So the word 5 is a describing word. So I will draw a star on the word 5. Okay. Next, children, we had done one more exercise yesterday. Here you have to fill in the blank. I like eating sweet ice cream in summer. I had dash. I had written here 7. You can also write there 7, 3, 4, whatever number. Or you can also write very cold. Then next one. I drink dash tea. Tea is almost everybody drinks it hot. So you can write there hot or warm. Next is I wear dash sweater. Answer will be soft, warm or big. Answer will be soft or warm or big. You can write any of one word from this. Then I use dash umbrella. You can either write big or colorful. Any one word you can write. If you're writing big, then don't write colorful. You can write any one word, big or colorful. Then the last sentence, dash raincoat. You can write there long or big or white or colorful. Any of the one word you can write there, okay? If you're writing long, then don't write any other word, okay? Similarly, you can write any one word. First, Blank answer is 7. You can write any number. I have written here 7, or you can write very cold. Second is hot, H-O-T, hot, or you can write warm. You can write there warm, W-A-R-M, warm. Third one, you can write S-O-F-T, soft, or W-A-R-M, warm, or B-I-G, big. Then you can write big or colorful. Big or colorful. Then in the last one, you can write long, big, white, or colorful. Okay, children? Now, children, on page number 51, you can see some pictures are there and some numbers are also given to that picture. All of you see on page number 51, it is actually a fairy tale story. All of you like fairy tale? So today we are going to learn about a fairy tale. The name of that fairy tale is The Story of Little Red Riding Hood. The name of the story is Little Red Riding Hood. Okay. Who is Little Red Riding Hood, children? You can see one small girl is there. The name of that girl is, the name of this girl is Little Red Riding Hood. And because of her red cape, you can see she is wearing a red cape. Because of that cape, she is named Red Riding Hood. What is the name of the girl in this story? The name of the girl in this story is Red Riding Hood. The name of the girl in this story is Red Riding Hood. And why is the girl named Red Riding Hood? Because she is wearing a red cape. All of you can see she is wearing a red cape, and because of that red cape, she is being named Red Riding Hood. Most of you have already learned about this story in your earlier class. Okay, all of you pay attention. First, I will explain you the story. In this story, you can see one child is going to meet her grandmother because her mother tells us to go and meet her grandmother. Then while she was going to meet her grandmother, a wolf comes. You can see she is passing through a jungle, and when she was going to her grandmother's house, you can see a wolf is there. Red Riding Hood tells the wolf that she is going to meet her grandma. Red Riding Hood tells the wolf that she is going to meet her grandma. So what does the wolf does? The wolf goes before Red Riding Hood to her grandma's house and behaves or acts like her grandma. And when Red Riding Hood enters the house, the wolf tries to eat Red Riding Hood. So Red Riding Hood begins to shout. And as he shouts, a woodcutter is there in the jungle. He hears her voice and he comes running to the house, and the woodcutter saves Red Riding Hood from the wolf. Okay, what is the story about, children? It is a story about a small girl whose name is Red Riding Hood. And why is the name of the girl Red Riding Hood? Because she is wearing a red cape. All of you can see she is wearing a red cape, and because of that she is being named Red Riding Hood. Her mother tells us to go and meet her grandmother. You can see after listening to her mother, she is going to meet her grandmother. And while she is going to meet her grandmother, she sees a wolf in the jungle. You can see here a wolf is there in the picture. Red Riding Hood tells the wolf that she is going to meet her grandma. So what does the wolf does? The wolf goes before Red Riding Hood to her grandma's house and acts like her grandma. And when Red Riding Hood enters the house, the wolf tries to eat her up. So Red Riding Hood begins to shout. Red Riding Hood begins to shout. And after hearing her voice, there is a woodcutter nearby in the jungle. He comes running to the house and he saves Red Riding Hood from the wolves. Who is a woodcutter, children? The person who cuts wood is called as a woodcutter. So the woodcutter hears Red Riding Hood's voice and he comes running in the house and he saves Red Riding Hood from the wolf. See here, some pictures are there. What is the first picture? What should be the first picture? The first picture should be Red Riding Hood going to meet her grandmother. You can see she is going to meet her grandmother. Then second picture you can see she meets a wolf in the jungle. She meets a wolf in the jungle and she tells the wolf that she is going to meet her grandmother. So what does the wolf does? The wolf takes a shortcut and it goes to the grandma's house before Red Riding Hood. And when Red Riding Hood enters the house, she sees that someone is there on the bed. She goes and sees there, but it was the wolf who is acting like her grandma. It is not her grandma, children. It is the wolf that is acting like her grandma. Then the wolf also tries to eat Red Riding Hood. So Red Riding Hood begins to shout. And after hearing a voice, you can see a woodcutter is cutting wood in the jungle. He hears the sound and he comes running inside the house and he saves Red Riding Hood from the wolf. So children, this is the story. You can see on picture, you can see the picture on page number 51. Here some sentences are given below the picture. You have to arrange the sentence in the correct order. You can see some pictures are there. The first sentence is, a woodcutter ran to the house and saved Red Riding Hood. Children, first I will read all the sentences. You pay attention. Second one given here is, she told the wolf that she was going to see her grandma. One day, little Red Riding Hood was sent to see her grandma. The wolf tried to eat Red Riding Hood. On the way, she met a wolf. The wolf ran to grandma's house. He pretended to be grandma. Children, I have just now told you the story. So what should be the first sentence, children? The first number is already mentioned there. You can see one day. You can see first sentence. One day, little Red Riding Hood was sent to see her grandma. Children, this should be the first sentence because first what happens? Red Riding Hood was sent to see her grandma. So this is sentence number 1. It is already mentioned in your workbook. Then what should be the next sentence, children? The next sentence should be, on the way, she met a wolf. On the way, she met a wolf. This should be second sentence. Then what should be the third sentence? third sentence should be, she told the wolf that she was going to see her grandma. So this should be sentence number 3. This should be sentence number 3. So you will write there number 3. Then the wolf ran to grandma's house. He pretended to be grandma. This should be sentence number 4. This should be sentence number 4. Then the wolf tried to eat Red Riding Hood. That should be sentence number 5. That should be sentence number 5. Then woodcutter ran to the house and saved Red Riding Hood. We saw just now in the story that a woodcutter ran to the house and he saved Red Riding Hood from the wolf. So that should be the last sentence. So I have mentioned here number 6. You can see here woodcutter. The woodcutter ran to the house and saved Red Riding Hood should be sentence number 6 because this happens in the last. So that should be number 6. So children, what did you understand from this story? We have understood that there was a girl whose name was Red Riding Hood. One day she goes to meet her grandmother, and while she was going to meet her grandmother, she meets a wolf in the jungle. And she tells the wolf that she is going to meet her grandmother. And after listening to this, the wolf goes to her grandmother's house and he acts like a grandmother. So as soon as Red Riding Hood enters the house, she saw the wolf on the bed. The wolf tries to eat her up. So she begins to shout, and after hearing her voice, there is a woodcutter in the jungle. The woodcutter comes running to the house and he saves Red Riding Hood from the wolf. So this is the story. So below this story, children, some sentences are given, but these sentences are not in the correct order. We have to put the numbers so that they are arranged in the correct order. Why I am putting numbers to the sentence, children? Because these sentences are not in the correct order. We are putting the numbers so that the sentences are arranged in correct order. Okay. So the first sentence is, one day Little Red Riding Hood was sent to see her grandma. This happens in the first place. So that is put as number 1. Then what happens? She meets a wolf on the way. So I put here number 2 because when she goes to meet her grandma, she meets a wolf. So that happens secondly. So I put here number 2. Then she told the wolf that she was going to see her grandma. So when she meets the wolf, she is telling to the wolf that she is going to meet her grandma. So I put here number 3. The wolf ran to grandma's house. He pretended to be grandma. So that happens next. So I put here number 4. Then the wolf tried to eat Red Riding Hood. That happens next. So I put here number 5. And in the last, a woodcutter ran to the house and saved Red Riding Hood. So when the wolf tries to eat Red Riding Hood, Red Riding Hood begins to shout, and after hearing a voice, there is a woodcutter in the jungle. The woodcutter comes running to the house. So I have put number 6 for this sentence. Okay, children, all of you, if you are having pencil in your hand, write the numbers. The first box you will write on page number 51. You can see below the picture there is a small box. In the box you will write number 6. You will write number 6. Then turn the page to 52. On the 52 you will write number, you will write number 3 over there, then 1, then you will write 1 is already there. You can see, children, 1 number is already mentioned there, so don't do anything over there. Next one, the wolf tried to eat Red Riding Hood is number 5. Put there number 5 in the box, then number 2, and in the last number 4. First is number 6. Check your answers, children. First is number 6 on page number 51. Then number 3 on page number 52. Then number 1 is already mentioned there, so don't write anything. Then 5, then 2, and in the last you can write the number 4. In the last will come number 4. Then you have understood and enjoyed the story of Red Riding Hood, okay? And you have also understood what are describing words. So with this, children, we complete with module number 5. Okay, with this we complete module number 5. Children, it is time that we get back to our chat box now.